Danny Bridge Malone back with another YouTube video. So, wait for the Lord to guide me what I'm to speak of. I left my tablet at home, so I'll probably have to just shoot my freestyles if I do any. It'll probably be when I get home, because I forgot my tablet. I have been applying for jobs this morning, so sorry these videos are coming later, but, I gotta find a job. I need money. I had to get $20 off my dad so I could put gas in this truck and get me 2 packs of cigarettes. Had $7 or $8 in my account, and I stopped and bought me a coffee. But yeah, I gotta get a job. So I applied for a factory job in Cynthiana, Kentucky, 3M, which starts out $22 an hour, which comes with benefits. So I hope I hear something back from that. It is second shift. It's not day shift. But I don't know how many hours. I think I know a lady that goes to my church that works there, but she works day shift. No, she works third shift. She works third shift, and she says they work 4 10s, and if they work any overtime, it's on Friday, and they're off every Saturday and Sunday. So that's pretty good. So it did say on the application that it did consist of taking a test, and that may be what you do if you have an interview, take your test, whatever, I don't know. But anyway, it is what it is. Hopefully I get a call from them. Second shift, it said, according to me, look it up, it said it was like from 3 to 11 o'clock. It is an hour drive, but last night I forgot to take my medicine until it was almost 1 o'clock before I took my medication. So, yeah, that's how much it slipped my mind. But I was alright to take it. Yeah, I'm in the process of looking for a job. I really need a job right now. I ain't got no benefits. I ain't got no money. So. Yep. Been looking for a job for 2 weeks now. I ain't even got an interview. So far in this town, I've applied for Burger King. I've applied at a gas station, Murphy's gas station. I applied at Subway, Ross, Lee's Recipe, Taco Bell, Long John Silver's. Did I mention Subway? Yeah. Trying to think if there's any. I applied at Bob Evans for I don't know what position it was, but I applied for it. Yeah. I applied for a Pizza Hut delivery driver. I put in for several applications, and I just applied at 3M, so. But the only bad thing about it was I wasn't able to put my last job on there because I got to go down. It don't have Serpentine on it. But, oh well, I'll just have to tell them when I go in, it is what it is. I need to go down to the unemployment office and update my resume. Because the only thing I don't have is my last job on there, but I'm not worried about it. If I go in for an interview, I'll just tell them, Because I have no way of updating that resume from my house, because I don't have Microsoft Office Word, so I have no way of updating that. And if I go down to the unemployment office, I don't know if I have a way of updating it. I may have to start over and create a new resume and put all my information on it, because that's what I had to do the last time before I applied to Serpentine. But anyway, it is what it is. You gotta do what you gotta do. So, most restaurant jobs don't require a freaking resume to work at a restaurant anyway. Yeah, I think resumes are a waste of time, really, because if you fill the application out and you put down all your jobs on there and everything and what you did and everything, I don't see the need for a resume. But, you'll fill out, a lot of times you'll fill an application out, then when you go in for an interview, they'll ask you to fill another one out, then they ask for a resume, then they ask you, a lot of places want you to take a test. I never had to take a test to work for Serpentine. But now, back when I worked at Mitsubishi Electric here in town, I had to take a test. I don't know how the hell I ever passed it, excuse my language, but I worked there for 6 years, almost. And this job at 3M, I'm thinking they make some kind of sticky tape or something, or Post-it notes or something, so it might not be a lot of heavy lifting on that job, but I know it's for second shift. I know it's not day shift, so it's probably 3 o'clock till 12 or 1 in the morning or something, or 11 o'clock, I don't know. But I know it's about over an hour drive. It's the same distance as I was driving to get the Serpentine at that drywall factory I was working at, but it pays $22 and something, $22 and a cent an hour, which pays more than what last place I was working at. So it don't hurt to try. I could probably work second shift hours, but I'd say they work 8 to 10 hour shifts because they have 3 shifts. But I just can't work third shift. And I know, if I work second shift, I can get up early enough to where I can do my videos before I leave for work. You know what I mean? Or whatever. If I get the job. Pray I do, because I need a job. As long as it ain't a bunch of heavy lifting. So if the hours are outside the hours I can really work, if they tell me the hours are a little crazy, then I may just have to, whatever, I don't have no money, so I'm just sitting in a parking lot making videos. My dad wanted me to go down the road. I had to go to Lowe's and get him some weed, some kind of, what do they call that? Weed eater strain. So I went to Lowe's to get it because I figured if I went into Walmart, I'd be waiting in long old lines, and I didn't want to fool with nothing there. And a lot of times when you go into Walmart, you can't get somebody to help you. I wasn't exactly for sure what I was looking for. He told me the number I needed. It was like 60,000 or something. I'm like, okay, whatever. I didn't know what kind to get. I don't weed eat, so I didn't know. But anytime I hate to go get somebody something and I take it to them and then, hey, it's the wrong thing, then I have to take it back, and that's more gas you're out, so. I did forget my tablet today to record off of for freestyle, so, it is what it is. Y'all may not get no freestyle today, and if you do, it'll be when I get home. I got other stuff I need to do as far as getting my studio equipment set up. I got to get it registered. I haven't done any of that today. I'm going to have to call Focusrite to see about resetting that password. I don't know why everything has to be so hard. But evidently it is, So I hope y'all having a blessed day. If you woke up to see another day, thank the Lord for it. The Lord loves us. If you're in search of your purpose partner, always know you need to work on yourself, heal from your past traumas, go seek therapists, go seek a counselor to get yourself help so you're not taking it out on the next relationship you enter if you enter one. And as far as I'm concerned, I'm not really worried about a mate. I mean, if I have one, somebody comes in my life, that's great. If it's the one God has called for my life, and if not, I don't worry about it. I don't even date. I ain't dated in 2 years. I'm just focusing on myself and my purpose and what God has for my life, and I don't sit around and worry about a man because I got to be happy with myself. And I'm at a point in my life where I'm happy with myself. I come and go when I please. If somebody comes into my life, that's fine. That'll add to it, but nobody's going to come in my life and cause me not to have peace because they'll be released. You can best believe that, because I'm not going to put up somebody disturbing my peace. And what I look for in a mate is somebody that's a saved soul, believes in the spiritual gifts of God, who's walking in their calling, who's walking in their purpose. And their purpose will have to be aligned with my purpose. And the man will have to accept my purpose. And it is what it is. You ain't gonna get nobody more forthcoming than me. That's just how it is, you know what I mean? You just have to be honest with people, and if they don't like what they see and they don't like something you tell them, they can go about their business. Going down the road, you don't like the fact I deal with bipolar, you don't like the fact that I deal with any of that, you don't like the fact that I'm a Christian, you ain't no Christian, going down the road, don't fool with me, don't waste my time. I send them on their way. But I'm not in the dating field, because I don't put myself out there like that. Everything I do, they say that in your single season, you need to heal from stuff. I see a therapist. Sometimes it takes me 2 or 3 months to get into her because she's a busy one. She's a good one, and that's why she's booked up all the time. I have to go see her at the end of this month, and we'll be striving towards finding a job. But I'm working ultimately striving towards doing my purpose. So my purpose, I ain't going to give up on this because I got a job. So anyway, while I'm not working the job right now, I'm steady making videos. It gets me out of the house. It gets me doing stuff that I love to do, and it gets me out of the house. So, because I don't want to just sit in the house all day. Because that's, let's be honest, that gets them undone. you know. We like to look forward to doing something, so I do YouTube as my way of speaking of the Lord and getting the Lord's work out there and His Word out there and stuff like that, and trying to encourage the lost to seek Christ and, you know, hope that you accept Christ into your life if you haven't, you know. All I can do is relay the message. You got to make the choice. So, I'm not at a point in my life where I'm making a lot of money right now, so some people may say, why do you let it get you down? Well, I ain't letting it get me down. I still go out every day, you know, but I need a job, making some kind of money. Because right now, I ain't got no money coming in. And one thing I have to say that I want to say on this platform is that when you're coming up on your platform, people are going to try to take your platform down. They want to come on with their negative comments. And what I want to tell you is if you have a platform, don't answer no negative comments. Don't answer them, and don't talk, you know, you can maybe speak of it on your channel, but don't speak who it is. Don't go into detail. Don't let it get you down. Don't let it take you off your focus God has for your life. Don't let it detour you to where you go off the path God has you on. Because what the number one thing I suggest you do is delete the comment, block the person. You know what I mean? Because if you got a platform, you don't want a bunch of haters on your platform. You know what I mean? You don't need all that negative energy, or just don't answer it at all. Because they're just seeking to, you know, they're seeking for a response. And sometimes no response is the best response. That's how you keep your peace, you know what I mean? You don't have to answer. Everything don't need a response. You know, and I'm speaking this to people who have platforms and you receive negative comments. Just delete the comments, and no response is the best response. Because social media is all about spreading negativity. And for us in here that are trying to impact a person's life and we're trying to do good in the world, we're trying to spread positivity. We're not trying to spread negative energy. Yeah. God don't want people spreading negativity. All about positive. Open up your heart and live. Open up your heart and give. Seek to thrive through Christ. That's what we see as positive stuff. We see positive. I have a job coming. Kadashikari, one's on the way. So I'm not going to worry about it. I sit in parking lots all the time, speaking to y'all, bringing y'all content. You know, if there's anybody, appreciate the subscribers, likes, comments, share, subscribe. If you like my stuff, like, comment, share, subscribe, put a thumbs up in the video, and comment down in the comment section below. I answer all my viewers. And I appreciate all the people following me. But we're all about positivity over here, trying to get people to walk with their purpose, walk in their purpose. Start a YouTube platform, whatever it is God's called you to do. If He's called you to be a nurse, then go to school to do that. If God's called you to be a preacher, then start working on that. If God's called you to be a musician, start working on that. Start learning how to make them beats. Start learning how to do it. Start learning. Start walking in your purpose, whatever your calling is. If He's guided you to write a book, get started on it. No time like today to start on your purpose. It is your purpose. And God knows your purpose, whatever it may be. If you're an artist, painting, get started. No time like today. You know what I mean? Start a platform talking about the Lord. If you're wanting to start a podcast, no time to start it like today. All you need is an audio interface, a mic, and a freaking computer. Come on now. A lot of people already have that stuff. Some people already have computers. Start that podcast, even if it's just you in it. Hey, God may be guiding you. If He guided you to be a counselor, go to school to be a counselor. If He guided you to be, say you're just a life coach, even though you may not have to go to college to be a counselor. If you're wanting to be a life coach online, like you're like me, trying to spread positivity about the Lord, hey, we're all about truth and positivity and transformation into Christ's nation. Your transformation will happen when you invite Christ into your heart. Believing in the spiritual gifts, speaking in God's holy language will guide you what you need to do. What your purpose is. What is your purpose? That's what I have. What is your purpose? Comment down in the comment section below. What is your purpose? If you know it, comment down below. What is your purpose? Because God's got a grander purpose for your life than what you ever thought. Peter stepped out of the boat. God, he went down to the bottom of the water, but God grabbed his hand. Can always start over. Don't let past mistakes keep you from guiding what the Lord has guided you to do. Do what he has guided you to do. And if there's anybody out there that's not saved, I want to take this time to ask if you would ask Christ into your life. If you truly believe that Jesus died on the cross and that he arose from the tomb, then you're saved. Peace, love, and y'all be blessed.